We are live, and Dina, we meet everybody here.
Right?
Nobody is here. Nobody. It's
I'm
amazing.
surprised.
Well, it's up to 8 now. Yeah, up to 8.
They'll get here eventually.
Nobody, right? Nobody is posted. We are here alone, all by
Oh,
ourselves.
folks, got feedback.
Right?
Yeah.
Haven't even got a comment yet. Nothing. We've been abandoned. Oh God, here they come.
Oh, I don't know
Cat
where this is coming
three.
from.
Cat three is new. Hello, cat three. Cat three needs a wrench.
There
And
we go.
there is Foxmaster, Silver Creek Wildlife, Tarane, I don't know how do you say that. Tar Te Arn ABJ. Tarn ABJ. Glenn Prince from Gibraltar. Rogerio Lima Onui from, where's he from? He's from Brazil. Peace, love, puppies is here from where's she, in California or Texas?
I
Peace,
can't
love,
remember.
puppies.
That's horrible.
California, I think.
I think it was California.
Danny can. Danny can. Kenny, hey, how are you? Nice to see you. Z times 9R. Dan. John Potts, Father Fish from the UK. Gonna get a wrench. Gonna get a wrench. House of Pisces is here. Psycho Plant Lady is here. Below Urban X. Ugh. And who is this? Somebody else brand new. Denny. Set up a resurrection pot today
Oh
in
yeah,
the
that'd be.
Netherlands. A resurrection pot. Well, all right. That'll work. We're all here. Hail, hail. The gang's all here. Jason Gross from Indy. And now, is that Indiana it's got to be Indiana, maybe Indianapolis.
Yeah, could be.
And Pisces is from Edinburgh. Hello, Pisces from Edinburgh. Rob is here. Hey, Rob. Lordy, what are we up to? We're up
Let's
to
see.
46, 45.
Yep.
Can you see the numbers? You can see the number.
Yeah,
Can't
I've
you?
got it on the other screen.
Okay.
Probably should move it to this screen where I can see it better.
Where you can see better. Well, that's my problem. I got it. I got it on the wrong screen, and I gotta sit forward to read it. Dooby doo. Who else is here? Oh, House of Pisces, Jason Gross, Dane Stevenson. Click the like button. And where are we at with the like buttons? We got 50 people here and 4 likes.
On my end, it only says 2, so mine has to update.
I'm up to 5 now. Somebody's calling me. Brenda. Yeah, hi.
Hi, she has 9 of the musk turtles. Is that what you wanted?
Oh my, what else does she have? She she got side necks.
Um, a side neck. The side neck is 50.
Okay.
Do
That's
you have a side neck? She has one side
one
neck.
side neck. Okay, what else? She's got 10 musk turtles.
A 9.
Nine.
Awesome.
Well, what size are they? Are
They're a
they?
little bit smaller than the one we have.
Oh, okay. So they're like near full grown, 3 to 4 inches.
Yeah, they'll fit in the palm of my hand.
Okay, what else?
What else do you have? She's got a couple painters.
How, what size? What size are they?
What size did I say? The painters. Well, I have a big one in here, and I got.
I don't want a big one.
I don't want to be.
I only want little turtles.
But the other one's bigger. And they got one big regular slider. Helen wants the small one. So you said that's the painter down there are the small ones? No, the one's the 8, and then one.
So she doesn't have any little paints, right? No little sliders.
No.
Okay. All right. So
The little ones are the musk turtles.
she's got 9 musk and 1 side neck.
Yeah, the side neck is like double the size of the
Yeah, I go with there. How much does she want for the musk for all of them?
How much for that one? I can do 45. And these $15 45. I already put
What was that?
45 plus 90.
40.
45 plus 90.
What's 90 for?
90 is 10. If she took $5 off the turtles, so instead of 15, she dropped up to 10. If you take all 9 of them,
She wants $10 a piece for the musk. Is that where
That's
she?
a good-
in the side neck, she paid 45, so she's letting it go for 45. Right. So it's 45 for one side neck, and then $10 a piece for each one of the musks. And
So
there's
what's the
9 of
total?
those. So it's 90 plus 45.
135.
Yeah.
135. See if she'll take 125. I'll take them all.
He wants to know if you'll take 125. Okay.
I'm sorry, I'm wheeling dealing here. I'm
Hey, no
buying
problem.
turtles.
She said she'll do 125.
Okay, that's fine. Have you got enough to pay her?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. All right, I'll give it to you when you get here. I
Okay.
got mostly cash.
Okay.
All right, see you in a bit. Thank
All
you.
right, see ya.
All right. Okay, we got musk turtles coming in, guys.
Woohoo!
Got a bunch of them, so we'll put them on the list. We're going to be selling turtles this week, musk
That's gonna be
turtles.
awesome.
So anybody wants a turtle tank, we got you covered. And these are the little ones. They don't get big.
Yeah.
They stay about 4 to 5 inches tops, full size. They do bite. They're difficult to handle. They are nippers. They're
Mhm.
very aggressive little fish, but they are beautiful. They are beautiful in a turtle tank. They're just wonderful. They live in the water. They never need to come out of the water. You can build something up for them. They will come out, but they don't need to. They can spend their entire life in the water until they want to lay eggs. Then you got to get them out.
Mhm.
All right, what's going on here?
You can definitely put me down for 2.
How do you like remove the rock and some dust? What are we talking about?
Well,
Somebody here
actually,
said, we're building a
Catherine
new tank.
has a question.
Ninja, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, facelift puppies. Right? All right, so, Silver Creek. Cat, if you can't restart, consider adding soil. Da, da, da. Stan Pittman. The 25 likes. Cat 3, building a new tank. How do you remove the rock? Cremenza said Fry. That's wonderful. I think I've got Fry here. They're hiding them right now.
Yeah.
Whoa, do. By the way, I set up a saltwater tank today, a brackish water. We went out yesterday in the bay to the sound. I found a sandbar with plants growing on it. I pushed my big net through the grass. We got sticklebacks, pipefish, little tiny eels, killies, and tons of shrimp. So a bunch of cool stuff. I did not get any gobies. So I'm looking for gobies. I think I'm going to have to find an oyster bed to get gobies.
Probably.
William Avery. Father Fish is a baller straight cash, baby. Funny. I've turned into that, I think. Adam Miller, Stan Pittman, got some cheap bubblers. Father Fish Vegas Dirted Tank doing the 4x2 120. Very cool. Very cool. Advice for large turtle. Get a small turtle is my advice for large turtle. Ah,
ZX9R actually has an alligator snapping turtle. That's cool. Those things
alligator,
get
oh my
huge
word,
though.
really.
Yeah, I've seen
Stinkbot
those.
musk, stinkbot musk are coming in. Alligator, oh wow, that's so cool.
Yeah, that's a big
Alligator
turtle when it's
snapper.
grown.
Oh, they're wonderful though. Build a tank with a lot of large rock. You can have on one side, kind of like an island coming up so they can crawl out on one side and completely open on the other side. You need a big tank. The wider, the better. You want to try to get a minimum 2 foot wide tank, minimum 4 feet long. Bigger is better. I had one in about a 120. It was a 6 foot tank, 2 foot deep front to back, and about 3 foot tall. I only had a foot of water in it, maybe a foot and a half, and had rocks piled up on one end. So he was able to come out and go back in. It was a very effective turtle tank. Do deep sand. You don't need to do dirt because they're probably going to chew up plants. You might get away with some plants in it. You can try it. It just depends entirely on the turtle. But turtles are largely vegetarian. They're omnivorous. They'll eat anything. But you might be, if you're feeding them fish, shrimp, that sort of thing, even pellets, you might be able to get away with plants in it. They will not chew them up, they will eat them. Alligator snapper, dynamite turtle,
They're
dynamite turtle.
beautiful.
New driftwood, Jeremy, you acquired new driftwood in it. Whatever. Let's see, who's this? Jeremy Sato. Need to add a wrench to Jeremy. What happened here? Where'd it go? Jeremy? Huh. Something screwy going on.
You gotta love technology.
Oh, there it is. That is mod, standard mod. Okay, turning everybody blue here. My dirty tank is getting a little brown. Should I worry? You should add sand to it. At least 1 inch of sand. Two if you feel like too much dirt is coming through. Two Florida common snapping. Um, Try to separate them. They're fighting. Yeah, I've had a lot of them. They're pretty cool fish. Turtles, pretty cool turtles. Common snapper. The alligator, though, is amazing.
Yeah, they are. I've seen those at some national parks around in Florida, and they're beautiful.
Lloyd Goodyear, we do not boil their branches. We do not. Boiling them does not make anything better. Add sand, add plants, right. That's the key. Okay, what else are we doing here?
Actually, Solid Gold, Cheyenne has a really good question. Do you recommend using Indian almond leaves?
Only is one of a variety. The Indian almond leaf is it's very much like the what is the the big white flower that's blooming right now all over the Northeast. Starts with
Magnolia?
magnolia. Yes,
Mhm.
the magnolia leaf is precisely the same kind of leaf. They're really interchangeable. They're very thick, hard leaves. they take a long time to break down.
Yeah.
It depends on why you're putting leaves in the tank. If you were putting them in for decor, it's a good leaf to put in. If you were putting them in as food for microfauna, then you should also put maple or ash or fruit or nut tree leaves in because they break down more quickly. In other words, you need a mix. They all have different nutrients. So you need a mix of leaves if your leaf is for the purpose of creating a food web. If you're using it purely for decor, I really can't help you with that because I don't understand it. I have a lot of detritus in my aquarium, 6 months old, and an inch of sand rosario. You do not have adequate sand. If you will add another inch, that detritus will go down in it, and it may then be enough sand for it to continue working through. You have essentially, if you have 2 inches of sand, you've got a 3 inch buildup of detritus. Now it's working its way through, but you've got more detritus than sand, and it's going to keep at that level. It's probably maxed out at that level. So as it goes through, it's being added to. So it's not going to go down. If you add an inch of sand, did you get that? If you add an inch of sand, then you will be covering that detritus. It will sift down into it and continue to work through. And then new detritus will enter the sand. So it should alleviate that buildup, if that makes any sense at all.
Makes sense to me.
Magnolia
I've
is
got a lot of those.
equivalent to Catapang salt. It has nothing to do with it. They are utterly and thoroughly and completely unique from each other. One is a mineral, the other is a plant material. They do not correspond to each other on any level at all, I don't think. Are oak leaves good? Yes, they are. Oak leaves, however, the reason I did not mention oak in my list is because oak leaves are like almond leaves. They're a very dense, thick, tough leaf. They take a longer time to break down. So if you got almond leaves in there, you can put oak leaves in. It's not going to hurt a thing. They will break down quicker than the almond leaves. The almond leaf could take a year. Oak leaves could take 3 to 4 months. Um, Maple leaves, ash leaves will take a month or less. There are other leaves like the leaves of nut trees that can break down in a matter of a week or so. NC wants to do the song. Yes, we can do the song. Let's do the song. And there it is. I'm going to get it going here in about 1 minute. I want to increase the screen before I go with it, and then we'll let it run.
As they swim about their home, I love my little fishies as they swim about their home. When the sunlight shines upon them and their colors begin to glow, I am drawn into a world where my heart longs to go. I imagine scenes of beauty, feel the warmth of love. I love my little fishes as they swim about their home.
Note the
I have
goldfish with the
traveled the world over, but never found the peace that comes from watching my fishes as they swim about their home. My heart is happy and I am content to sit and watch them swim. I will not be alone while these fishies are in my home. When the sunlight shines upon them and their colors begin to glow, I am drawn into a world where my heart longs to go. I imagine scenes of beauty and feel the warmth of love. I love my little fishes as they swim about their home.
I hear you on that 3G.
So cool.
Yeah, it
So
is.
cool. What plant are that? I don't know what that is. What's the best vegetable for narrates now? I don't know that there is a best one.
Yeah.
Um, One of the things that's very popular is oh god, what are they called? The yellow cucumber kind of. There's a squash,
Hmm.
the small yellow squash. What's that called? Zucchini.
Hmm.
Zucchini is especially good. I did write that. No, 3G didn't write that. I wrote that. And we have a fellow over on Discord who put it to music. That's 100% AI as I get it. Beautiful thing, just beautiful. It
Yeah, it's
needs the
amazing how
lyrics
they did
on
that.
screen. Yeah, that's a good point. We need to get the lyrics on it.
Oh, that
I
would be
think I
awesome.
can do, I think I can do that. Pea puffers.
Those are some cute little fish. I just, I've never kept them because they eat snails, and I like to keep my snails.
Yeah, I've had them, and I'm only interested in fish I can breed.
Yeah.
And I don't know, maybe you can. I've never heard of anyone doing it. Thank
Yeah, I
you.
haven't seen
Like
videos
a
on them.
Rolling Stone. Thank you. Need to give like a Rolling Stone a wrench here. Love my little fishies. Prayer and good health to you, father fish, as they swim about their home. Sweet song. I
Yeah, it
wrote it
is.
as a poem, and I delivered it a couple of different times. I don't know, 3 or 4 years ago, and then somebody found it and put it to music, and it just knocked me sideways. It's so cool, and so
Yeah.
nicely.
And I
And
love
for
the guitar riffs in that song. Like that's just on perfect, on point.
the what?
The guitar riffs where it's going.
Oh, it is, isn't it? Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I would like to have had a second verse. I did not
Yeah.
write a second verse to it. I tried to at the time I wrote it, and just really couldn't come up with anything because it was finished. It was complete. But it
Yeah.
would be nice to have a second verse or even a repeat at the end of that music, making it an interlude rather than the end of the piece. But it's
That
so
would be.
nice. I don't want to change it.
Yeah, I don't
I
blame you.
eat mosquito fish, Porter is saying. They use nuclear part of the tank. There are different kinds of mosquito fish. What species of fish are you talking about? Do you know? Um, I'm curious because there are certain. fish sold as mosquito fish that I like and others that I very intensely dislike. So I'm curious to know which you have so I can either pan you or praise you, as the case may be. Just got 203 new tanks. Next show and tell. NC just got 203 new tanks. Good Lord Almighty. Well, that's
That's awesome.
wow. Yeah, that's also 303. Three new tanks. All
Hey,
right.
three's still good.
Three new,
That's way easier to set up.
not 203. Three new tanks. I got pretty cool angular 10-gallon today. It'll be my fourth tank. What would you stock it with? Oh, Lord. I don't know what I would stock it with. It's a 10-gallon tank, probably a pair of German blue Rams. I like the German blue better than the gold, better than the black, better than the balloon, better than all the other options. I think it's the prettiest of all of them.
They are pretty.
Although I like the gold, I don't prefer it. Three tags, I meant three. We got it, NC. We got it. And we're looking forward to it too. That'll
Hmm.
be fun seeing them.
Yeah,
Corey
well,
Atkins, a little bit of melodic solo action there. Yeah, that was not my voice. That was an AI voice. Work on that second verse. Troy McClure. He ain't the only one who loves those shiny critters. Shiny. Right. I have a 20-gallon tank with three neons, some other good fish to pair it with. Cardinals or any other kind of tetra. A mixed tetras is always nice. I would three neons. I would first add another 5 to 10 neons and then decide what to do. So a good mix on a 20-gallon tank would be 20 neons. That would be pretty cool.
yeah, it would.
A pistogramma cockatoides. I do like them too. I like them real well. In fact, I got a bunch of them. I must have 50 of them. I had them spawn and the fry all grew up. So I got them kind of everywhere. They lose their fascination when you get a huge mess of them, no matter what it is, with a possible exception of discus. I think a huge population of discus would still would still be a wonder to behold.
That would be
The
amazing.
trip yesterday, Corey, was wonderful. I, of course, did not get enough video. I need to hire a videography. And believe me, I've been trying to get somebody who I can hire to go out and shoot because I never think to do it when I'm out there doing my do. The camera just never seems to get in my hand. I'm messing around too much here. I need to sit still and quit screwing around. I'm trying to lean back, and I don't need to lean back. I need to put the camera on me and do this. There, like that. Oh, Bolivian ram made it into the last video. Nice fish. Bolivians are pretty. All the rams are pretty. I like them all. So the trip yesterday, we went down to Crisfield, the crab capital of the Chesapeake Bay. It's about an hour's drive south of me. On the way, we picked up Kenny, who is in Princess Anne. He's about half an hour south of me. Kenny will be here maybe tonight or Wednesday. He shows up. He shows up routinely. He introduced us to this spot, got us in the boat, and waved goodbye. He did not go with us. I thoroughly anticipated he would, but it was fine. It wasn't a problem. He was taking his grandchildren fishing on the beach, so that was more important. And I was delighted to be able to get out and run the boat in open water Um, my only problem is it's a 40 horsepower in about a um, 16 foot V hull, and it did not plane. I could not get it on a plane, and I don't know whether my motor is simply not powerful enough or whether the motor is tilted too much to get it on a plane because it's on a tilt. As my as my boat rose up, the propeller was like that, and I think it was actually digging and 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 not lifting. So I need to talk to my mechanic about that. I'm perfectly happy with it, however. I don't need to go 40 miles an hour on the water. I'm happy to go 10 miles an hour, which is maybe 15. Well, might have been 20. We probably was 20. Not fast at all, but a whole lot safer,
Yeah,
frankly.
definitely safer.
It took a little longer to get where we were going, but we got there. It wasn't impossible. And if I had wanted to cross the sound and get over to Assateague, I could have done it. It might have taken an hour, but I could have done it. I didn't do it, didn't want to do it. I don't need to get in open water in a little boat. But I did go to an outer island. We got out to the sound and I was looking. I'd been all through some waterways and could not find what I was looking for, which was a grass flat, water grass growing in huge, vast mats that house all kinds of little fish. Couldn't find it anywhere. Finally, got out to the mouth of the inlet of the Pocomoke. Is it the Pocomoke? I don't remember, but I think so. The Pocomoke River. Got to the mouth of it, and I saw in the distance on two opposite locations what looked like a sand cliff, a break in the land that was slightly raised and kind of light colored brown, like white, but not white yellow, sort of. And I figured that was either a bulkhead or a sandbar. So I went toward it. It was a sandbar, and sure, true to form, there was a vast grass flat there, probably 10 to 15 acres of grass. So we pushed through it a bit, got stuck in the mud a little, got my net out, pushed through. I got two edible crabs, larger crabs that are going into soup probably tonight. I got about 20 sticklebacks, seven spine sticklebacks. I got a trio or so of Achilles, the saltwater killie. I got hundreds of glass shrimp. These are the large clear shrimp. A lot of them with eggs. Got a bunch of little tiny eelets, 2 to 3 inches long, and then two eels, one about 6 inches, the other about 4 inches. A whole lot of little tiny crabs, 3 inch blue crabs. This summer they're going to all be big. They'll be shedding. There'll be wonderful crabbing this summer back in that same spot.
Yeah, you'll have to
And
get back out there.
then I got half a dozen pipefish, one larger one and several little ones. The larger one didn't make it. I'm hoping the little ones did. Got it all back. That was about it. Got it all back, put it in buckets on air. We got two big buckets of mud that we dug out. And I got some plants, which I'm sure is against the law, but I did it anyway to put in the tank to grow out. So if they make me put them back, I'll be happy to. They'll be grown out enough that some of them will be mine by then. I'll plant a new area for
Mhm.
them. And the other thing I got, oh yeah, we got two buckets of mud. We put one of the buckets of mud in a 40 breeder when we got back last night. Put air stone in the tanks, in the buckets, the 5 gallon buckets, to keep those fish going. Because we had to go get water this morning. I didn't have enough water. So this morning we went down to Tyascan, which is another river on the bay, and we got about 25 gallons of water. Brought that back, put it in, put the fish in, put stone filters in, sponge filters, and we got it going. It's a little cloudy. I don't think I can show it to you tonight. I will show it Wednesday night.
Looking
um,
forward to that.
yeah, and hopefully the shrimp will be alive. They're real hardy. I'm hoping some of the pipefish will, the eels will. I did put a couple of small crabs in it, which are going to need to come out because they just kill and eat everything. So anyway, that was the outing. I got a very little bit of film, which I'll try to do something with. I need to get more. I really need to get a videographer. Need to get somebody to go with me on these trips to just shoot the trip. So I'm working on that. I've talked to 2 guys in the area, both of whom do that, both of whom are hungry for work, and neither one of them have got the nerve to go out in a boat with me.
Oh
So
no.
really,
Are they
anyhow,
afraid of boating, maybe? I know some people have fear of boating. Maybe that's it.
I don't know. They're just cowards. Uh, He doesn't have a name. Fatherfish or Dina, what shall I name? What are you talking about? Is turtle what? That WNSC. Oblivion Ram. Name him. He's a Bolivian ram. I never named my fish. I never have. Never once. I never named a fish. I don't think. I've named tanks, but I've never named a fish that I can remember.
I've always been bad at naming stuff. Like I've got a betta fish named Phoenix because he's red. I don't know. I've just always been bad at naming stuff.
Free your mind's got it going. Oh, nice. WNSCC, whatever. Just got some nature videos and put them in the Discord. Wonderful.
That's awesome.
Greg's Catfish Cave is here. Dina in chat, great to see you. Where's your beard? Says Alex. I never sold it. I didn't do anything with it. I think I just trashed it. It's because it came off gradually. It took about a month. I cut it and then I cut it and then I cut it and then I shaved it. By the time I shaved it, it wasn't an inch long. So I was just trying to gradually see, do I still have, I have 3 hedgehogs. I'm trying to get the female pregnant again. And the girls are not willing to put them together. So I don't know what their problem is. I think they're at this point in their life, they're both hostile toward men. And they don't want anything female enjoying a male. So,
Well,
or receiving any benefit from one.
yeah.
So I can't get them to put them together. I should sell rams. Well, I am finally getting my fish permit to be able to buy fish wholesale. I had to get a retail sales permit, which I really did not want to do because I got to do quarterly reports or monthly or some silly thing. And if I don't, they fine you. So I was
Wow.
trying to avoid it, but it's hopeless. I got to do it. So I'm getting that. I've already got it. I hope to get it filed this week with Segrist Farms. I'm going to be buying from Segrist Farms. Uh, they are the largest supplier that I know of on the East Coast. Now there may be some in New York that I'm not aware of. I probably need to look into that and find out that would be cheaper and easier shipping. But we'll get started with Segrest and then go from there. In any case, what that means is I'll be setting up more tanks and getting in more fish, and we'll be getting fish in to sell. It will be limited species. Probably we'll start with bettas because bettas are always popular, and I tend to do well with bettas. I will need to find a breeder, however, somebody locally that I can buy from, because the wholesalers are selling decent bettas now for like $15 and $20 each, and I don't want to have to sell a betta for the kind of money I would have to sell it for to cover my costs. So I'm going to be looking for other stuff, but I may even get into raising them. I've got set up here. I've got a guy coming in. He's part time now. Um, who wants to learn fish, and he's very good. That's Anthony. He went out with me on the boat yesterday,
Awesome.
and he was terrific. He was just great to have along. Did everything I needed him to do, and had a good time. Do I like piranhas? Noel says. Yes, I do. I do like piranhas. The only problem with piranhas is even the red belly piranha, which you get dime size, turns into a foot long fish. They get big, and it's hard to keep them. It's hard to keep fish big like that in any kind of tank. You need an outdoor pond or something substantial. I have not even thought about building something like that yet. I'm sure it'll come, but it may not come in this facility because I'm getting jammed up pretty quick here. What else? Piranha's pajamas.
That would be
Uh,
pretty cool pajamas.
oh, Alex said I have places. Let's get together, Alex. I'm hot to trot. Oh, Alex has a wholesale license.
Yeah, actually,
Cool.
he sells a lot of different fish. He's been sending me pictures of his fish.
Where's he located?
If I remember right, it's Washington D.C. If I remember right, or Ohio. I've been
Oh,
talking to two
really?
young men that sell fish and shrimp,
Wow.
so I may be getting them confused.
Huh.
But he has beautiful blue shrimp.
Well, let's get together, Alex. Absolutely. How many Ember Tetras can I put in a 5 gallon tank? Depends how many plants you put in. The more plants you put in, the more fish you can put in. A 5 gallon tank, a 5 gallon tank. You could have 25 Ember Tetras in there. You could probably have 50. All that would be pushing it, but certainly 25 if you had lots of plants and a decent sponge filter, because you need moving water. You need to make sure there's adequate O2 in there. But you could do a school of fish,
Yeah.
community service stand, solid gold chain. Do you have an aquaponic tank? No, I don't. I'm working on one, as it turns out. I've got, I have a, I brought my axolotls in. I've got them in a 30 gallon boat front that is half full of water. And I've got plants in a container sitting on top of that. So as soon as I can figure out how to get that scape, we will have an aquaponic tank. It ain't ready yet, but we're getting there.
Yeah.
Darware added a single sunset honey gourami to his 90 gallon today. Does he need more of his kind?
It's a good question.
Well, listen, Darb, if you're of a mind to put a 1 inch fish in a 90 gallon tank, then I think you need to not put anything else in with him, because you are obviously testing the level of madness to which you can drive a fish. So I can't say I'm behind you on that, other than kicking you in the pants. But it's your tank, it's your fish, go for it. I'm so glad that Dina gets my humor.
I totally get your humor. I'm trying really hard not to snort at that one.
Corey Atkins, happy to give me a hand, know the area as well as being a competent. Oh my, Corey, yo, have I got a friend in Corey? Mercy, mercy. Where are you located, Corey? If I come out to Florida, Alex, I'm not in Florida. I am in Salisbury, Maryland. You're in DC. We're not that far from each other. Corey, where are you located? And Alex, where are you located? And while I got you guys' attention, I now know of 5 people in the area who've shown up here in the chat.
Awesome.
That's all we need. That is a core group. We are going to start a tropical fish club here on the shore. We're going to call it the Shore Club, the Shore Fish Club. The Shore Fish Club will begin meeting right here in my warehouse until we outgrow it, and then we'll go somewhere else, wherever. But we're going to get a club together. As soon as I can get my head together and wrap it around doing that, um, I'm thinking the fall, but maybe we can do it sooner. The other component of that is that as I begin getting fish in tanks, and getting Anthony over here on a regular basis, we're going to open this room I'm in now as a storefront with tanks in it so people can come in and buy plants, fish, and whatever else we got to sell. So we're going to do a store. It'll take a little while to get it together, but it's coming. It's in the works and it's going to happen. And anyone who comes in will have access to the warehouse because we'll have a lot back there as well, including lots of plants in vats. So we'll be growing out plants in addition, and a large quantity of them. We put up racks for 16 tubs. We're going to have plants growing out in 16 tubs. We'll have 2 to 3 species per tub. So that's going to be roughly 50 species of plants, plus the tanks we already have. So we're gonna do it. We're moving toward it. Gonna make it happen. Oh, let's see. So yeah, did Corey tell us where he's located?
Let's see.
Dying to hard. What?
I,
Oh,
I, I don't remember where he said he was at, but I know he said
oh
he was.
my God, he's in PA. He's in Princess Anne. That's 15 minutes south of me. And he's a marine mechanic. Boy, do I need a brief. I need advice on this boat I've got. Corey was born and raised in Salisbury. Oh, how nice. Yeah, I like Princess Anne. It's such a sweet little town. It's a traditional Victorian Eastern
Wow.
Shore town. There
Yeah.
are a lot of them. Population maybe 1,000.
Not like that.
Beautiful, beautiful big Victorian homes
Mhm.
built 100 years ago.
Wow.
Majestic homes, stupendous, massive 20-room homes. And so many of them are in just pristine condition. So very excited about that, Corey. We'll get together. We've got there are 2 other guys. Uh, Kenny is in Princess Anne. Let's see, Alex is in Washington and goes to the fish club. Which one, Alex? Is that the I just went to the DC Cichlid Club, but I also went. There's a new Maryland club that meets up in Bel Air, north of Bel Air, north of Baltimore. But there's the Potomac Valley Club is right outside of DC. That's a big club. And it strikes me there's another one. There are 3 or 4 clubs in the DC area. I'm starting a new tank, wondering if I put decomposing cut grass. Do not do it. Do not do it. Do not. No. Do not. Do not do that. Do not put decomposing vegetable matter in your substrate. Do not. I say again, do not. Is that clear? Did I say do not? I think I heard myself say do not put decomposing vegetable matter of any kind in any quantity at all in your substrate. And the reason is very simple. It will sour, it will destroy, will build heat in the substrate that will kill the microfauna. It will explode through the sand and permanently foul the tank. Foul, foul. Not a little bit foul, a whole lot foul.
Really
And
gross
it
cow.
will clear up. It will clear up in about a month. So if you want a smelly, stinky, rotten mess in your fish room or living room or bedroom for a month, by all means, go for it. You need not. Again, I say, do not is the better part of valor. And the critical issue is the sugars that are in that decomposing grass
Mhm.
are what causes the problem because they act like an atom bomb. They they create they create they create a level of a level of decomposition that pulls all of the oxygen out of the water, creating an utterly dead, utterly foul, utterly stinking mess. How do I know this? Oh, indeed. Father Fish has done it all. Failed more times than any of you could ever succeed, even with my very best advice. On Northwood Drive, yes. I drives by here a few times a week. It's right where the TV tower is, the big tower, right there in that little warehouse U-shaped mall. We're all the way in the middle of it, in the dead center, Unit 12B. Come bang on the door, open it if it's unlocked. Be delighted to see you. Drives past a few times a week. Look forward to seeing you this week, Corey. And Alex is coming as well.
That's gonna be fun.
Take a little swim, really. I used to go to a restaurant, not for the food, just to look at a foot long piranha in a massive aquarium called Fat Sam's. Had a logo of gangster with Tommy gun smoking a cigar. That's cool.
That
Very
is.
cool. The black piranha or the silver piranha they are visually more um, threatening looking than a red belly. A red belly looks almost pretty.
Mhm.
A black or a silver look like look like a knife or an arrow or some device intended to kill, and they
Yeah.
swim with their mouth open like this, and fangs hang as daggers, sharpened daggers hanging out. They're wonderful.
Yeah, I just wish they was legal in my state. In my state, they're not legal, and my mother-in-law and husband already banned me from having piranha even before that. So
Well, you would go to jail if they found you.
yeah,
Florida has laws. They 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 uh, they tried to get a law through to execute people who had piranhas, but
like
I
kill,
think
execute.
I think kill execute. I
Good
think the
Lord,
state supreme court shot it down. Is what they
that's
are
wild.
very serious. So here's the thing that's interesting. Periodically, there are people in Florida who say, I caught a 40-pound piranha. Well, in point of fact, they did. A 40-pound piranha. It's called a pacu.
Hmm.
It is for in the family. It is in the piranha family. It is a species of piranha. It eats fruit and nuts. It
Yeah,
has molars like an elephant.
yeah, I think I've seen those.
rounded nubs, rounded nubs, nothing sharp at all about them. I will say this about them. They were they were introduced to a very large lake in what's the island off the north coast of Australia?
Tasmania?
Anyway, pardon?
Was it Tasmania?
No, no, that's south, north.
New Zealand?
Somebody's going to get this. Well, New Zealand, yes. Very good. There were no large fish in New Zealand, no edible fish, nothing that the local native population could catch bigger than 2 inches, nothing.
Wow.
So, true to form, they introduced a food fish. And what better food fish than a pacu? They grow
Yeah.
immense. They are delicious food. They are easy to catch.
Hmm.
A big one could feed a village. They're wonderful fish. It turns out that the men and the women, for that matter, but the men in particularly, swim in the lakes. And they swim au natural.
Oh gosh.
They swim free as a bird, floating about, flipping about, twisting and turning, flipping and rolling, swimming around, and even walk along the shore collecting oysters or clams, I guess they are, collecting
Yeah.
clams and little plants that are edible. There have been to date 6 claims, none of which are proven,
Hmm.
that the newly introduced piranha, the pacu, has bitten the male appendage
Oh gosh.
of 6 swimmers.
Yeah, I think they need to wear some swim trunks. Maybe it'd help a little bit.
There's a growing industry now in cod pieces, if you know what that is.
Mm-mm.
True to form, a cod piece. Do you remember seeing pictures, Victorian pictures of men with very tight pants and a
Yeah.
round object over their male genitalia?
Mhm.
That
Yeah.
is an article of clothing referred to as a cod piece. I don't know why cod precisely, piece I get. Cod I don't get.
Yeah.
Nevertheless, there is now a growing industry in cod pieces. But in point of fact, that is not what they do. They were able, get this, the native population of New Zealand traditionally has manufactured a device It's made from a particular type of plant, like a bamboo, but it's not a bamboo. That they cut at about 2 foot, hollow out, and attach to their groin area in order to enlarge their appendage. I have been privy to such a device and will say no more about it. Nevertheless,
Ari and Cornwall's gonna hate that they missed out on this one.
they have now taken to entering the water. I don't remember what that thing is called. It's got a name. Somebody's going to have to come up with it. Wearing their their manly device.
All I
Have
can
we-
think of is don't get in the water in New Zealand.
Um,
Hey, is it legal to keep a peck? You said it's called a pecu, right?
a what?
What was the name of the fish again? The
Pacu. P-A-C-U.
pacu.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So it's legal to
Absolutely.
keep
I have a
those.
lot of-
Okay.
Yeah, they're very common. They're all over Florida.
Yeah, we
And
have
they
to
do
get out.
get big. I saw one 40 pounds once.
Wow.
They get huge. And they are not in any way dangerous.
Yeah. Unless
Except
you're crazy enough to go swimming, dude.
right. And are the wrong sex.
Yeah. They don't like guys.
Free ball and 3G says. That's it. The anti-fish. Alex is leaving. Corey Atkins. While piranhas do occasionally attack humans, there's only usually when water levels of the never been an official recorded death due to piranha attack. I did not know that, Noel. I do know that natives swim with them all the time and are never attacked. Thank you, Corey, New Zealand. Right. Alex. Why is Alex leaving? We didn't blow him off, did we?
No, he
a
had
fish for a
to
year
be
in
a
Massapequa.
price fish.
What? Oh, in D.C. Yeah, I'm sure. They oh, let's see. They come in. There is a red-tailed pacu. There is a black pacu. There is a gold pacu. It's a what's the word?
Mhm.
84 years old. That's what happens to your brain when it turns 84. It drops things. So I don't know where they go. They just kind of fall.
Hey, it'll come back up.
You go scrambling around on the floor trying to find it. When it comes up is when you're not looking for it. You'll all of a sudden stumble over it. It'll be, oh yeah, that right. Morph. Morph is the word. There are gold morphs of pacu. There are albino pacu, I think. I'm sure there are. The gold morph I always thought was an albino, but it has black eyes. It's not an albino. Gold, red tail, gray, silver, black. They come in
That's
a
like
variety.
watercolors.
They're kind of a neat fish, but they're not anything you really want because they just get too big and they are a voracious plant eater. You cannot have plants with them. They are as bad as silver dollars, which is another piranha type fish and is a member of that family, the silver dollar. They don't get as big, but they do get as voracious toward plants. And in fact, a gang of silver dollars will become murderers.
Wow.
I kept in a 150-gallon tank. It was 4 foot wide, 2 foot deep, and 3.5 foot tall. It's 40 inches tall. It was an acrylic tank, amazing tank. I had a school of very large angels, 6-inch natives, 6-inch angels, and a school of about 6 or 8 of them, and a school of silver dollars, a little bit smaller. and they were stunning together. I'm just in this amazing silver swirl of fish. They had been together for months, never a problem. I came in one morning, every angel was dead, slaughtered,
Oh,
bitten chunks off of. There was one still sort of swimming with no fins. They had been primarily eaten. There were very few bits and pieces. The bellies of these silver dollars were glutted fat. It turned me against silver dollars
yeah, I don't blame you. That's horrible.
permanently. Permanently. I never got over that. Yeah, William Avery that grew out their tanks and end up in lakes. That's about right. Paco have human teeth. Sort of. They're really more rounded. They're more. I was saying they're like an elephant's teeth. They're really not. They're more like they're more like well, they're rounded. They're like shaped like that, like the ends of marbles. They mash. They mash and swallow. They don't chew. They just mash down and swallow. And they'll do that a few times and then swallow. So they're basically swallowing whole. I had two large ones once. They were about 10 pounders, about 18 inches or so, in a big 150-gallon 6 foot tank. And they were doing quite well. I had some large Malawi cichlids in with them. Malawis were 6 inches or so. Came into the fish room one morning, and there was one of the pacus floating dead.
Wow.
I looked at it. It had the tail of a pacu sticking out of its mouth. Tail of a I'm sorry, the tail of a an African cichlid, a Malawi cichlid sticking out of its mouth. It had tried to swallow one and it got stuck in its throat
Mm.
and it couldn't breathe and it drowned. It killed itself by trying to eat something too big. Z times NR, a 9R. Father Fish, sounds like you're describing my wife. What?
Oh
What?
no.
I don't want to know any more about that.
Right.
It's all the fish orthodontists, Corey said. Yeah, about right. About right. Add magnesium powder and dry leaves. Really? That's interesting. Magnesium powder. That'd be like adding Epsom salts.
Mhm.
Magnesium powder combines with sulfur to create magnesium sulfide, which is absorbed by plants as a nutrient. Interesting that you do that. There's not a lot of sulfide, not a lot of sulfur, I should say, in most tanks. It is very, very trace. So it's not something that's created in anything like a substantial quantity. If it were, it would turn the tank yellow for one thing. It would probably force the salinity up high enough to kill all of the bacteria. It could create real problems. I use it in my supplement, not as magnesium, but as Epsom salts. I include Epsom salts in my supplement. It has magnesium and potassium, I think. Anyway, Noel 21 just saw this on Google. What? Piranhas do a cable of that. Oh, okay. That was interesting. Yeah, right. Where are we at? that I've walked into, Cardinal. Ah, you
Yeah,
missed
you
it.
missed it. You
You
missed it.
missed it. Boy, you're going to have to go back and catch it because you will die. And Erie too when it gets on.
Yeah, I thought I was gonna die laughing.
You will die. Rookie numbers. Look up the African penis fish. Oh my God, those are dreadful. It's not African though. It's South American. It is a tiny little fish. Now, what's the story here? There's a story. This fish seeks out ammonia,
It does.
and I don't remember why, but if you are peeing in the water nude
Mhm.
with your extremities extrematized, the fish will swim up the
Urethra.
ammonia stream, go into the urethra, and can't back out because when it tries to come out, its fins catch it and it gets locked in there. It requires surgery to remove and is, as they say, extremely painful.
And this
So
isn't fiction, it's real.
no,
I've seen a
it's
documentary on
real.
this, it's real.
There have been it is a real thing, and it is particularly nasty. The
Yeah.
natives are aware of it and guard against it.
Mhm.
They in trouble. My junk will cut diamonds. Yeah, right, like that. Christ, Christian says we're off the rails. I couldn't
A
agree more.
little, but it's
Yeah,
funny.
me too, Corey. Me too. Right. Oh dear. Hope you're all having a great evening. Says Mike and Susie Q.
Yeah, that's my aunt.
Is that in Bradenton? William Avery. 3G. Found that the one I used. I missed. Okay. Where are we going here? I'm going back. Where am I? I don't even have my timestamp on. Let me get my timestamp on so I know where I am. All right, timestamp is now on, and we are at. Will Corey's eat my shrimp? I'm going to say no. There's some mixed opinion about that, but my opinion is no. There are cases of Corey's eating baby fish, and they certainly could eat baby shrimp. They will not eat live adult shrimp. They may eat baby shrimp if they can catch them. I see all my lights are going off around me,
Uh
and
oh.
the umbrella just fell on the floor. I have this. I have this umbrella that I use to shield my white light, like that, only like that. And the light went out, and the umbrella fell. The world is crumbling around me, but I
I feel you
persist.
on that.
But I persist.
That's it.
Okay, I missed something, and I'm not going to go back and figure it out. If it's important, Dana will tell me about it. Erie is here. Erie is here. What did Bonnie and Clyde do with John? Erie. I'm not ready to talk about it. I'm just not ready. I'm really not. I mean, you got to trust me in this. I'm just not ready to talk about it. Not yet. Not yet. Maybe never, but not yet. Yeah, I'm down another almost 10 pounds. I'm goaling right now 210, which I should hit within the week. Then
Hey,
a
that's
week,
all.
my weight goal is 200. Once I get there, I'm going to work toward 180. Um, my 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 long term goal is by the time I'm 90 to weigh 160 pounds, which might get me to 100. We'll see.
You'll get there.
Rogerio, never pee in the water, or the Conduro will take you. The Conduro, indeed, indeed. See, Rogerio knows about it. He's in Brazil. That's where those little suckers are from. Telling Erie what he missed.
He missed a lot.
You got to go back and check it. The pair of you.
Hmm.
What do you think of the idea of taking better for walks? I haven't done it because I feel like I could put the fish small container, carry it around. I think it's cool, Mike. I think it's perfectly cool. You need to figure out a really creative way to do it. Maybe a hat or a lapel tank or something clever that's attached as like a piece of clothing that would have a live fish in it. A hat will certainly work. A bowl on your tank. I have a bowl in your tank. What's that like? Is that like putting a pancake on your head? That's what it is. I have a pancake on my head. You all know what that means. So no, 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 I don't. I don't. I have a bowl on my tank with a fish in it. That's what's on my head. A bowl on my tank. And that's my tank right there. That's the tank with the bowl on it. Tried to get it in it, but there was stuff in the way and I couldn't do it. I didn't want to take anything out because I didn't know what I missed. So I just did it there. And I just put the bowl on my head. And I walk around with the bowl on my head with pancakes and I ain't impressed. I ain't, I ain't Mary outfit. Not impressed. Not impressed. Sorry. Sorry. Cool idea, Mike. I think you need to do it.
Hunter does stuff so she can always use a backpack.
And I want to see it. Yeah, backpack be good. A fish tank backpack. That'll work.
I don't know how you can get that to work though.
Now, now. When you do this, you need to get it certified. Okay? You need to get it certified as a companion fish. Right?
Now you
This is my companion fish, and I'm allowed to take it anywhere I want because I need it. It needs to be with me. I'm not good without it. I turn without it. I become something else that I don't like. So I keep my fish with me, and I even pet. Go for it, Mike.
Oh god, that was hilarious.
Do it. Do it.
That was hilarious.
Companion fish. I love it. Ugh.
Oh Lord, that was
Where are
good.
we here? Clear backpack, flipped around to the front. Perfect. Perfect. Thank squats. Out the bicycle. Oh. Now he's hankering. He's hankering for a prayer conversation. I don't want to go. I don't want to go with tank squats. I don't want. I don't want to go there. We're not going to go. We've done enough of that already. 3G message retracted, and we all wonder why. Emotional support better. That's it. That's it. That's it. Your companion better. My emotional support better. There it is. Right there. Um, uh,
Oh
Brenda
Lord.
is on her way.
Mhm.
When Brenda has an emotional support puppy.
Oh, that's cool.
But she has a pouch and she carries it in the pouch everywhere she goes, including to the bathroom, to the tub, to the bed, to the restaurant, to the rest of her life. The companion puppy is with her and she needs it. She needs it. because without it, she becomes a raging maniac. Raging, mind you.
Well, then,
This should,
hey, the puppy's doing its job then.
they should bring her in the door. I don't know. She's probably listening. An emotional support beta. Put that on the list, Dina. That one needs to go on the list. By the way, while I'm
You
at it,
write that down right quick.
while I'm on the list, we have a new project going on over on what's it called? The Father Fish Shoal on our Discord channel. We have a new project. The long term goal of the project is to create, are you ready? An AI father fish.
Hmm.
An AI father fish. So the the gist of this is if you have a fish question, you go to the AI father fish and you ask the question, and you will receive a bona fide, legitimate, guaranteed 20 karat gold father fish response to your query. How are we doing this, you might ask? Well, that is the project. One young man who you know as Naresh, who I know as Karunakaran Naresh, which is his Sri Lanka full family name. They put their first name as their end name. His family name is Karunakaran. His personal name is Naresh. So he is of the family of Karunakaran. He is Naresh. Now you have that.
That's
Naresh
interesting.
came to us lo these many moons ago. I don't know how many, at least 5 years ago. And he came by way of chattering on our live streams, which we have always done forever. He then put together a wonderful video and a really neat, I will play that the next time we get up. I do it now, but I get lost trying to do it. He did a song using pictures that he had found on Facebook and YouTube of the Father Fish Aquarium shop. And it is utterly magnificent. He played this as a gift. I don't remember whether it was a birthday gift or a Christmas gift, but as a gift, and it absolutely blew my mind. And he became my favorite person that day. Naresh has been a faithful follower and advocate and supporter since that time. There was a point at which he was doing videos for me. He was putting them together, and I was paying him at the rate of $100 a month. I figured that would be enough money for him to buy some nice clothes, maybe a gift or two, maybe go out to a nice restaurant, kind of embellish his life a little bit. 6 months later, he opened a store. It was a school store, actually, a business and school store with all kinds of products in it. And I said, Naresh, how did you do this? Oh, I saved all of the money you gave me to open this store for 6 months. The store is now the main business center, if you will, in his little town in northern Sri Lanka. The
That's
school
amazing.
children come in and the business people come in. He does faxes, he does email, and he does all of that stuff. He sells products and supplies. Da 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 da. He also is going to college full time and completed his college, what's it called, qualification test with a perfect score.
Oh, that's awesome.
So he got full scholarship to college.
Good.
He decided he wanted to do a project for Father Fish. We were kicking around trying to do something with AI. This was about 6 months ago. Little did I know he had been planning and developing for the last 6 months a project. The project involves transcribing every Father Fish video and live stream. That is about 2,500 hours of live streaming, and then editing every one of those printouts for content, for legitimate fish related content, putting it in sentence format, in topical format, which will then be read into the AI machine. We estimate, so he is asking for volunteers. If you choose to volunteer, and this is only occurring on Discord, you have to be in Discord to join this. You will be given access to a special Discord server designed specifically as Fatherfish AI server, where all of this project will be taking place, much like the book has its own Discord server. We estimate this will take a minimum of a year and will require the support and help of hundreds of people. It's not going to happen quickly and it's not going to happen easily. It's going to take an enormous amount of effort by an enormous number of people to make it happen. When it happens, I will be able to die happily, knowing that I continue to exist electronically forever and ever. So that's the project. Everyone is welcome to join this. You need to contact Naresh on Discord. He will bring you into the server. He will give you a project. Each project takes from 4 to 6 hours. So it's a fairly substantial piece of time. You can do one, you can do 100, as many as you like, as much time as you like. It is purely voluntary. We will, as we get down the road, track everybody who's doing this and find a way to express our gratitude when the time comes to be able to do that. So if you would like to participate in something that could turn into an amazing miracle, please contact Naresh on Discord. The book, by the way, is getting close. We're putting it in final form now. Within a month, it will be in publishable form. We will make it available initially on Amazon as a text format for a small fee. Don't know what it'll be yet. It will, once we get going with that, we do plan to publish a hard copy. We want to be able to do a hardcover copy. That may be prohibitive initially, but we'll see how it all goes. I'm here to tell you it is a stunning piece of work. No more than 10% of it is my personal writing, but virtually 100% of it is what I have been teaching here and what we have all been committed to for the last 5 years. A stupendous, magnificent piece of work with so much science in it, made palatable, readable, and assimilatable that you will die reading it. It will be stunning. So look forward to that. It's going to be available soon. Let Love Be Loved says, I guess I'm not getting my plants. Why are you not getting your plants? Did she say somewhere?
Not that I've seen.
God bled him. What are we talking?
Oh, that was a misspell. She meant God bless him
Oh,
to you. Yeah.
quite quite a misspell.
You gotta love
Bless,
autocorrect.
bless. I see it. Bless. It said bless. Right.
Hmm.
Very good. Legends never die. Drinking beer, lifting weights, eating burgers, with yours in the garden, a fire hut, a radio. Life is good. You got it, Erie. Lloyd Goodyear, thumbs up, Mike. Super Sun Fish. Don't die until I get my 55-gallon set up. You got it, Super Sunfish. Not a problem. We'll ask you about her order. What's Well, I don't know. If she ordered stem plants within the last 2 weeks, it's possible she didn't get them because we actually ran out last week and had a half a dozen people or so we could not ship them to. They will be the first people on the list this Tuesday. So they will be shipped Tuesday when our new shipment of stem plants comes in, which means they're going to be super fresh, and we're going to even give you a little something extra if I can convince my packers to do so. It's not lost. Do send me an email and send it through the Shopify email system so I can get it and double check and make sure that we do in fact have your order and it is in fact being filled. I did get that fly. He's right there. You want to see it? Nope, that ain't it. Where'd it go? It's right there. Oh no, that's a piece of crud. Ah, okay. It should be fine. Can we use pool sand for the cat? Pool sand is one of the best sand you can use, absolutely. Although I've taken to using everything else. And I've yet to find something that doesn't work. Now, there are differences. One of the major differences is the sand that I'm using now is two types. It's native sand and it is concrete sand or play sand. And I'm also using um, bay and creek sand, mostly bay sand. I don't really have creek sand here. I find that the soil mixes with it much more quickly, and it's much more areable. It's softer, if you will. When you plant a plant down in it, it's like it goes into dirt. It's not firm and hard. It's soft. I have not noticed, however, that has created any kind of problem in the tank, which is interesting because I would have expected it to. I would have expected it to be easily boiled up, but it's not. The fish that are in there, if they swirl around it, may rise a little and it goes right back down. So it's not a problem, and the plants seem to do better in it, much better. The root system is able to get nutrients more quickly, and I just have not had plants dying or failing in that system. I don't like it better, except it works better. I don't like the look of it. I don't like the feel of it. Well, look, you really can't tell the difference by looking at it. I certainly don't like the feel of it. It's not firm, and I'm used to firm. Um, but it's probably better. Lord knows. get surprised all the time around here. Where are we? Need the song on Spotify. That's a
Yeah,
good idea. We can do that. Let's get it on Spotify. Who can do
that
that?
would be
We go. I'll get um, Karen to put it on Spotify. I hope he gets the message. Somebody sent him a somebody on somebody on the Discord send Dead Man's Will a message to put the song on Spotify.
Mhm.
Going hiking in the morning, then a big protest to take back our country. You'll never beat the Irish. Good man, Erie. Good man. We need to do the same thing. They're calling for 10 million people to march on New York City
wow.
on June the 11th when when the corrupt Mershon is going to be trying to sentence Trump to prison. He can't legally do it because he has filed an appeal, and prison is, in the case of any kind of crime, prison is put on hold during an appeal. But he will surely try. And we're going to have 10 million people. They're actually calling for 11 million, but I think only 10 million are going to show up. Think of it, even if a million people showed up
That's
around
a
the
lot of people.
courthouse chanting, that would create the fear of God, I would think.
Yeah, that would.
They're convinced the New York crowd is convinced that the MAGA people are insane.
Wow.
They're absolutely convinced of it. So all we need to do is they will have, God, what do they do? They have the police out with real bullets.
Probably.
It'll be a blowout like we've not seen a blowout.
Mhm.
It will be, it will bring down the world
That it
around
would.
our various ears. Crazy indeed. Yeah, I'm not long. I still had pool filter sand. I still buy it. I went out today and I bought concrete sand and I bought a black blasting sand, the fine and the coarse from Tractor Supply. And I think the fine is a powder. It was sort of powdering out of the bag. So I'm afraid I didn't get something fine. I'm afraid I got powder. But I used it once before and it was enormously effective. So there you go. I don't understand at all. And I did collect sand, 2 buckets of it yesterday from the beach where we were, from out in the water. There's a sandbar. Wherever a sandbar is exposed to the surface of the water over a millennium, it washes out and um, uh, leaves sand, creates a sandbar over a large area near that sand exposure. In which case, the sandbar becomes more stable. It's no longer mud. Now, what I noticed is as I got closer to shore, it got firmer and further away, softer. But the entire area was solid with plants, proving that plants grow in sand and not typically in mud. Aquatic plants, bog plants, reed plants, those sorts of plants are another matter. They grow in mud, but they reach up out of the water. They are not an aquatic plant. Aquatic plants do not grow in mud. I have never seen aquatic plants growing in pure mud. There will be some sand in there. some coarser detritus, some coarser material that will break up that mud and create a culture that will permit the roots to be able to burrow and hold into it. Kind of remarkable, but that's if you look in the Chesapeake Bay, that's where you find plants growing. You do not find them growing in marshes. You'll find marsh grass. You will not find aquatic plants, truly underwater aquatic plants. You will find them growing on sandbars in another more firm area where there is current, water current, tidal current flowing over it and not up and back. It's not this kind of wash. It's flowing over like a sandbar. All right, where are we going? Can we have the song again? Yeah, we need this song again. Let's play on.
Yeah, and they've got some ideas. One person wants it in country, another person wants it in bluegrass.
We don't have a lot of choices about that. Let me get it to the beginning. We started. Okay, I got it. I got it. Let me get it set up here. What happened? Okay, we're
Not
set
sure.
up. Are we ready? Where is it? Right. Oh dear. Is it gone? It's gone. Wait a minute. No, it's not. Can't be
Maybe.
gone. Can't be gone. Can't be
I
gone.
love my
Got it.
little fishes as they swim about their home. I love my little fishes as they swim about their home. When the sunlight shines upon them and their colors begin to glow, I am drawn into a world where my heart longs to go. I imagine scenes of beauty and feel the warmth of love. I love my little fishes as they swim about their home. I have traveled the world over, but never found a peace that comes from watching my fishes as they swim about their home. My heart is happy and I am content to sit and watch them swim.
That
I
is
will
Dina's
not
tank.
be alone while these fishies are in my home.
Awesome.
When the sunlight shines upon them and their colors begin to glow, I am drawn into a world where my heart longs to go. I imagine scenes of beauty and feel the warmth of love. I love my little fishes as they swim about their home.
All right. Let's see.
Yeah, these comments are funny.
Where are you?
I'm down at 7:33 timestamp. It's just everybody's just joking.
723? Oh, you're way
7:33.
7:30,
7:33.
all the way at the end.
Mhm.
Hunter says that song makes me happy. Yeah, me too. It's so serene. It's just so sweet. Justin Herbert. Hello, hello. Corey, show, I don't know if you could turn that into a metal song. Baby hair metal glam, right? We could, yeah, I'm sure we could do it. I've
That
got,
would be cool.
I love the Tempe would ruin it. Which one of you spiked me, says Erie. Me, Donald do things like that. Thanks for live streaming, says Victor. Thank you, Victor. Gotta love fishies. Love to take you to an Iron Maiden concert. Really. DIY Joey Dirtbag doesn't have a song. You go, Stan. Right. Not many do, Stan. Not many do. We are dodgy burger, Erie, right? Burglar. A dodgy burglar. A burger burglar.
The Hamburglar.
A hamburglar, right. Welcome to the Twilight Zone Resurgence Edition, says Erie. Yeah, like that. Too true. What would be a good temporary filter that you can take on and off on occasion to polish the water? HMB canister, something else. A diatomaceous filter would be the very best one. Good luck getting one. Good luck. They are no longer manufactured. The company that made them burned down, and the family decided not to rebuild. There was a major company that produced them for a short time, could not get sales, and discontinued it. It was very nice. It was a single molded piece that sat on top of a plastic screw-in container like a jar. It was brilliant, simple, easy to use, enormously effective. Um, Nobody's doing them, and you can't get them. You could build one, and the way you build it is with a canister filter that has a paper cartridge that pulls the water through the paper cartridge. You put several spoonsful, scoopsful of diatomaceous earth on the outside of that paper bag. And as the water flows through, the diatomaceous earth is trapped on the bag and forms very tiny channels for water to go through. So tiny, in fact, that the water is passing through the holes in the individual diatoms. If you look at a diatom under a microscope, it is a microscopic shell full of holes. Those holes are filtering the water, and they will filter out down to below a micron. They do an absolutely amazing job of filtering. Eventually, it'll become clogged up and it'll quit pulling water through because it'll be clogged. That's when you take it out and you clean it and you redo it. The problem with it is it will also pull out, if you leave it running, it'll pull out not only will the particulate matter, it'll start pulling minerals out of the water. It will pull carbonates out of the water. It will drop the pH like a rock and give you water that is way below RO. It will give you 3.0 pH water with no mineralization at all. So it's an amazing tool. Nobody uses that. Nobody does that. It's kind of a little known secret. You heard it here first.
That's pretty neat how that works.
Diatomaceous earth. Amazing stuff.
Yeah, I know it's amazing for the garden. I didn't realize it was quite that amazing for the fish tank. That's pretty cool. Hey, Stan
Erie
Pittman
says,
has a
I
really
the
good
dream
question.
woman. I love her even more because she's on holiday without me. I see. Everything needs bagpipe solo. Yeah, I got to agree with that.
That'd be
House
cool.
of Pisces, song needs a bagpipe solo. I'm sure we could do that. Get over on Discord. What's the fellow's name over there? I keep forgetting it. I'm so
Is it Dead
stupid.
Man's Will?
No, no, no,
No.
it's not. I got to look it up. I think I can find it. It's two words, and it's like goldfish or something like that. So I should be able to find it. I don't know why I can't remember. Uh, where- I know I got it because he sent me an email, I think, a DM. So should have him in my DM, but a long time ago, so it's way back. If he's listening, send me a DM, please. God, I'm back. Guppy Czar. That's it. Guppy Czar. Guppyczar. No space. Guppy Czar. I'm going to DM him. I'll do it right now. Talking
Hey,
about
Father.
you on the stream, someone said the song needs bagpipes. Someone else wants it in, what did he say? Not hard rock. What did he say? In
Bagpipe.
metal.
Yeah, metal. They've talked about metal, bagpipes, bluegrass, and country.
TAL, bluegrass, country, whatever. I think bagpipes would be nice, but I would like to write a second verse first to make it about 3 minutes with lyrics at the end. Can and or will you do this? Keyboard combos, how'd I get that? Question mark. Okay. There, sent. We'll see what he says. Your message could not be delivered. Usually because you don't share a server with the receiver. Honest to God. All right. I'm going to copy it. Copy text. Wonder if he's gone. Hope not. Let's see. Let me get over on member channels. Get over on staff. His guppies are still with us. I have a request. And I'm going to copy it. All right. I did all that all by my lonesome. I did. What were you all doing while I was doing that?
I was answering some stuff in the chat, and there's somebody that named Stan Pittman that needs your help. He's really worried that since his air stones and his filters have been off for 24 hours because he's getting a power
Where is
outage.
he? Where
I see
what's
the
the time?
timestamp. Let's see. Almost to it. The timestamp
Oh, I
is
got it.
seven
7:30.
thirty-seven.
At 7:30.
Yeah, 7:37.
Power is out. Do I need to worry about air? No, no. And if you have too many fish in the tank, then take some water out into another container and take some of the fish out and put them in that container. In other words, divvy them up over a wider surface space area. If you think that's going to be a problem and you're not dealing with a temperature issue, in other words, it's not the dead of winter, then you can simply create more containers for the water that's in the tank and split up the fish among them. And that works perfectly fine. You will not need air. What else? Oh, I said Earl says hi. KP Ocala, a first mystery snail. Earl says hi. Well, I'm not going to Dane. I don't talk to snails. I'm sorry. I just don't. It's a rule I have. I don't talk to snails. I mean, there's something about. I mean, I don't. I really don't have anything against snails. Honestly, honest.
So you're not gonna talk
Sure.
to him about a fish?
I really don't. I just I'll talk to fish all day long, but I'm not going to try to hold a conversation with a snail. It would be like trying to talk to a tree. You get where I'm coming from? I mean, any of you who are Lord of the Rings aficionados know what I'm talking about. Trees are so impenetrably slow. It's just impossible to talk to them. You can't hold a conversation with a snail. I'm sorry, I've tried. It just maybe you got more patience. It doesn't work for me. Just not my thing. I can't get into it. Full jug half full of water, shake vigorously, pour back in the tank. You could do that, or you could stand there and swirl it back and forth, hour after hour after hour, splashing water. You could get in and swim. You could splash. You could play. You do all that stuff. I'm gonna ask Father Fish. Good. What are nerite snow with white spots on shell? Wait a minute. Hold the phone, Andy. Hold the phone, Andy. Oh, nerite snail with white spot. All right, here we go.
Mm-hmm.
Um, this is, I don't know what it is about this crew tonight. They just can't keep their minds out of the gutter. I mean, really. I, I, I have a hard time believing. Now, here it is. I mean, I've had enough contact and communication with snails to know that a male snail has no qualms about female snails. None at all. I mean, a little girl snail comes by and he's all over. Not a problem. Going for it 24/7. So the very notion that a little girl could walk by and some male would be so utterly oblivious that she would crawl up on his shell and deposit eggs on his shell. I ain't buying it. You got white spots on a nearite snail, all I can say is it's got to be a girl fight because ain't no male gonna put up with that kind of monkey shine. Now, here's the thing about nearite eggs: once they're down, they stay down. They are hard little shells, and they will stay on whatever they're put on forever. And the reason forever is because they won't hatch in fresh water. They will only hatch in brackish to salt water. In fresh water, they're just going to calcify and stay there until they dissolve, which will take a while. So I don't know about your white spots on a nearite. I would suggest that you take some pictures of it and see if you can gain some notoriety by doing a short on your, how shall I describe it, on your gender confused nearite. Where are we? Can hill stream lodges live in blackwater tanks? Yes. They can live in saltwater tanks. They are actually a stream fish. They're found more commonly in mountain streams. They're a more cold water fish. They can tolerate lower temperatures. They can tolerate softer water. They can tolerate acidic water. Been hitting the funny water. Something, I don't know what, something's taken possession of me. I don't know what. Grandpa old cough medicine. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I know what it is. I know what it is. Where is Brenda and the turtles? They should be here. I guess she's not bringing them home. She
I'm gonna
should
give
be.
her a call and check.
Well, she's got her machine here, and
Yeah.
that's. I bought her a freeze drying machine, a big one, an expensive one. I started it. Yeah, I did. I know. I started. I did. Um, and she's making just mostly a lot of candy. She bought all sorts of bags of candy, and some of them, like the sour little gumdrops, they blow up like a balloon, and
Wow.
they get like a crusty meringue, and they're sour. They're loaded with sugar, but they're very cold. And I popped about three of them into my mouth about an hour ago.
Sugar
And I,
high.
I think I'm on a sugar high, right?
Well, I had half a monster for the first time in 3 months. So that'd be
Whoa.
why with me. Caffeine and sugar.
Jacques Checker said Father Fish was waving his arms around talking funny. That I usually am doing that. Are they blurry? I don't know. Are we blurry?
Not on my end.
I don't think we're
But
blurry.
let me blow up
Most streams are miserable
uh,
without flow.
there.
That's not entirely true, but they certainly do prefer flow. They much prefer flow. I've got one in the tank behind me that has not been in any flow, and I've had him for probably 6 months. Frankly, amazed he's still alive. Um, but it hasn't hurt his feelings much, although I do know if I had a flow tank, he would be much more active than he is. Are you going to sell any of those turtles? William says, yes, I absolutely am. I'm going to sell the musk turtles. I got to figure out a way to ship them, but I think I've got it covered. They will be shipped overnight. So you're going to pay overnight shipping charge, which will run about 25 bucks. And the turtle's going to be about 25 bucks. So it's going to be a $50 turtle. Snail celebrating this month. Too many drinks. I haven't drunk anything. I had some water and a little bit of soda. Stan has the power back on. Oh, let me show you these. You guys who have fish rooms. My brother is an artist and is producing these
Those are awesome.
as a custom piece. You can get one of these with your name or the name of your fish room on it, just exactly like this. It's got a discus and a seahorse and an angel, and it says natural deep substrate with your name and fish room. Or you can get one that says Father Fish Room, whatever you like. I will have them listed. They're going to go for $25. Shipping will be 10 bucks. That can be included with other items. I think I got a box that'll fit in. One more while I've got it, I want to show you. This is one I bought from him. This wood is wormy chestnut. It's wood that's about 100 years old. Was built as barn board. Was cut down or taken down, and the boards cut into various sections. You can see the worms, the worm holes in it. I don't know if you can see. It looks blurry to me. There, that's better.
It's
But
pretty
look
neat.
what it did. Look at this.
That's
Let me
beautiful.
let me get a full picture of it because it is just amazing. Hold on 1 second.
I
Is
love how
that
the
is
longer you look at it, the more things you see.
Oh, it does. This is wood burning. Pyro something whatever it's called is the art form. That amazing or what? It's got a little bit of color in it. He found that any kind of coating you put on it to preserve it makes it darker. So it doesn't it's bare wood, burned bare wood with a little bit of color in the water and the sun. Just a bare spot. Is that stunning or what?
It is.
I mean, I am just gassed about that. That's $100 piece. Easy.
Wow.
That is true art. Stunning. So those are available. I've got a few others listed for 25, I think. Um, they're already in the store, pictures of them. Those are individual pieces, single pieces for sale. Um, and they're really quite nice. Some very unusual stuff. Yeah, the Blake did in the chestnut used to be the most popular building material. They are coming back, they say, but it'll be another 100 years before they'll be back with any real strength. Pull it back a little bit. Shall I show that again?
That is a beautiful piece.
Isn't that amazing?
And Corey, that is a very good point. You could finish it with boiled lime seed or tongue wool.
He said anything he's tried has darkened it.
Wow.
And it's dark wood already. He normally uses a lighter wood,
Mhm.
but for artistic effect, this is just really kind of amazing. Anyway,
Ari
Corey
wants
is
you to shave your head.
pardon.
Ari wants you to shave your head, Father Fish.
Airy, mighty, yeah, right. Shave my head. I wouldn't like it. I don't think I would like it. I kind of like this look. I like the beard, but I had the beard for 20 years. And it was not my first beard, but it was the longest beard I had. Longest, long, and longest lasting. And I don't want another beard. Shave my head. Well, I'm going bald, so I got a spot up here and I've got a receding hairline. So if I cut it short, I have not cut my hair now for probably, I don't know, 6 months at least. And it's starting to get a little, look at that, getting there, getting a little. Maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll wear it down. Who used to wear their hair down? Einstein or something. He wore
Yeah,
his
that's what
hair
I was thinking was Einstein, but I can't remember
No,
for
he wore
sure.
it out. He was like that. I'm gonna wear it down. It is kind of Einsteinian, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, a little bit. All right. Nikki Senior, Detroit in the house. Grow the beard, Dina.
Yeah,
Where
he's
is
on me to
Dina?
grow a beard.
Oh, where is Dina? Dina, right there. We lost Dina. There she is.
So I would grow a beard, but my husband just doesn't like it. So
William says, no, don't shave your head. I'm not gonna. I ain't easily talked into stuff. I've also done hand rub natural lacquer. I have to get together with my brother. Erie says I'm brilliant. It's a curse, Erie. It's a curse. Braid it like Willie Nelson. I sort of did that once. More of a George. That's what it is. It's George. George wore it
yeah,
there. Actually, I think George wore a wig.
yeah, I don't know.
I'm pretty sure he did. Mattis Factor, he keeps his on armpit length. Use it to, yeah, right. There is that. More you heat oil, the better. All right. I've got to bed. Erie's going to bed. Night, Erie.
Night, Ari.
Best plants are a 5 gallon. Basically, whatever you can afford. Yeah, stem plants easily are the best for a small tank. Restore a lot of antiques and rifle stocks. Oh,
That's
far
cool.
out. Awesome. All right, let's do it. You want to do? Oh, here she is. Here she is. Here's Brenda. Bring the
Oh,
turtles in here so we can see them.
can't wait to see these little
We
guys.
got to show them off. Oh, and we need to talk about your about the puppy. Yeah, come on over. Here, here's. Whoop! There we go.
Yeah, Billa's so
Yeah,
cute.
there.
So cute, Brenda.
That's Brenda. Brenda and Bella. Right.
I just want to give Bella a hug. She's so cute and little. Oh, check out the turtles.
There's
Oh,
turtles and what's the other one called?
Side. I don't remember.
those little guys are so
Side,
cute.
side something. Where is it? Oh, there it is.
That's the bigger one.
Yeah. Right. Oh. Side neck. See how he closes up with his head to the side?
Oh,
I've never seen one that has his neck to the side like that. That's
All
pretty
over
cool.
my keyboard. All over
Oh,
my
no.
keyboard. On my keyboard, he did. I
Oh,
need a paper towel. Paper towel. Paper towel. All right, there they are.
no. They are
There they
beautiful.
are.
turtles.
Right there.
he scared the poo-poos out of it.
Yeah.
Oh God, it's disgusting mess too. Oh jeez.
I hope your keyboard's gonna be all right.
My F keys will never work again.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna need to pop them to get it. I'll clean it. Well, I got the
Yeah.
worst of it out. I'll just have to pop them out.
Yeah,
What
she's been
happened?
popping out no problem.
Something weird happened. What happened?
I don't see. Let me check the.
Oh, it's okay now.
Yeah.
It just got dark on my side. Are they water turtles? Yes, they are water turtles. They are water turtles. They're called musk turtles or stink
Those are
pots,
so cute.
and they get a little bigger than this. Let's see. I want to be careful how I pick it up because I don't want to get bit. That's full grown.
They
don't
are
get
so
bigger.
little.
Yeah, they
I
are
love how
little.
small they are.
See that long neck? He
Hmm.
has a bit of reach to him.
Yeah, he does. Wow. They're so cute though.
Yeah, that'll be cool. Let's see. I
Yeah.
need to
Well,
give her some money. Where's my money? It's up there. What time is it? How are we doing here?
it is
We're at
8 o'clock.
8 o'clock. 8 o'clock. That dog runs all the time. Osium and an air duster, right? Hard to type the F on. It's not the F letter. It's the F10, F9, F11, F12 keys that have poop in them. Turtle poop. I'll pop them out and clean them.
Cutting Edge Aquatics
Turtle
wants
and
to know how
musk,
much are
musk
the
or mud.
turtles.
You know, I'm not sure. I think they're mud. I don't think they're musk. The musk has lines, and these don't. These are plain. They got no markings on the shell, so it's a mud, not a musk. But they're cool. They work really well. This one's brown. He's got some color on him. Look at that.
Yeah, he does.
He's got a lot of color on him. The others don't. All right. All right, boys and girls, we're done with all this. Most keys pop off. That's why I'm doing it. Right.
Mhm.
I will do that. Thank you, Brenda.
Oh, you're so welcome.
Yeah, we got so many people looking for turtles. We're gonna be shipping out turtles.
Okay.
I'll show you how to do it. We do them in. We don't do them in. We do them in styrofoam, but you put them in like a sock. So we need to get a bunch of socks.
They're gonna be okay like that.
Uh-huh. We also ship them overnight. So it's gonna be overnight, 2-day max, in styrofoam, in a medium box, in a sock.
Huh.
Okay.
They won't suffocate.
No, they won't. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna get an oxygen tank, and we will put oxygen in the box,
Okay.
and then close the box. So we'll get all that worked out. Tank will be coming this week.
Walmart.
Let-
I will be back.
Oh, all right. I'll wait for you.
To do the turtles.
I can do that right now.
Aren't you live?
Yeah, I'm live, but I'm done. We're shutting down. We're going away. Son moved out and took his turtle with him. Miss the turtle. Think I'm too old. No, you're not too old. These turtles only live about 10 years. So you'll easy outlive the turtle. Not a problem. Anyhow, we're done. We're done. We're done. Nice to be with you all. Love
Nice
you.
to have
We've
you.
had quite an interesting evening.
Yeah, we have.
Went through a lot of stuff. We never did get to any of the deals, but that's all right. Get over on Shopify and buy some plants. We need to
Mhm.
sell plants so we can keep this going. Love you all. Bye for now.
You guys, bye.